today, so you'll definitely need a couple of blocks. I have a regular yoga block. It's okay if you don't have one. If you do not have one, make sure today you have something that can go pretty high. So this is like 8 inches maybe or so. So a little bit taller than a typical yoga block height. Something that can go pretty high. How are we doing? You feeling okay? Good as can be, good. Okay, we're gonna get started on our backs. So go ahead and lie down. And plant your feet on the floor. So lie on your back, planting your feet.
I can't connect it to my headphones. Go upstairs.
Hey, Wizzy.
Hi.
I'm gonna mute you, okay. All right, so you're on your back and plant your feet wide. So bring your feet to the edges of the mat and just let your knees knock in. Let the knees touch. You can do whatever you'd like with your hands. You could rest them on your body. You could rest them to your side. You might close your eyes. And actually, let's all place our hands on the belly. So rest both hands palm over palm on your belly. And just start to feel your breath. So with every inhale, the belly rises. It fills up with air. And with every exhale, it empties, it gently lowers. Do that a few more times. Just noticing the breath. When we're anxious, we tend to breathe up really high into our chest, our throat, which restricts the movement of the diaphragm and doesn't allow us to bring in as much air. So if we can focus a little bit more on breathing really low, so deep into the belly and into the rib cage, it can help us feel a little bit more calm, a little bit more centered. So thinking of not only just lifting the belly, but also expanding the sides of the waist. So right around the ribs, 360 degrees. Belly lift, rib cage expands. And keeping the feet wide, just start to sway your knees side to side. So our feet are wide, knees fall to the left and the right. There's a lot of outer hip opening in today's class, a lot of twisting. And next time your knees come to the right, just let them fall there. And you might either stay right here or you might pick up your right foot and just let it fall on top of the left knee. You can either leave your hands where they are or reach your left arm over your ear. So getting a little outer hip stretch for the left hip and then also side body stretch along the left side body. Continuing that belly, that rib cage breath. Release the right foot, lift the knees back up to center and let them fall to the left this time. And same thing, you can either just keep the left foot down or you might pick up the left foot, place it on the outside of the right knee, letting that weight open up the outer right hip, and then maybe reaching the right arm straight up to the back of your mat. And then releasing the left foot, plant your feet down, and then hug both knees into your chest. You might rotate the knees in a circular motion, so massaging out the low back. And eventually rocking up to a seat at the top of your mat. Crossing the ankles and stepping back to a tabletop. And if you're listening along to either of my playlists, you'll want to press play here. And we'll start to move through cat-cow. So to your breath, arching and flexing the spine. And as you move through your cat-cow, turn your fingertips towards your knees. So turn the fingertips all the way around facing your knees. If this is too much, the fingertips can face each other. And you'll continue to move through your cat-cow in this way, so stretching out the backs of the forearms. You'll probably feel it especially in your cow or your cat pose as you round the spine. If you feel like lingering there for an extra beat or two, you could do that. And then keeping your fingertips where they're facing, you'll flip your palms face up. So either fingertips facing your knees or fingertips facing each other, moving through another couple of rounds of cat-cow, palms face up. Really getting into the backs of the wrists here. Try to keep the arms straight. Try to avoid letting the elbows chicken wing out left and right. And then come back to a neutral spine, flip your hands back the normal way, and then sit back on your heels. And if you want a little bit extra here, you can tuck your toes under as you sit on your heels. That'll stretch out the feet. Lift your hands up, and these four fingers, curl them in to your palms. And then take your thumbs, wrap your thumbs over the fingers, so you're making kind of a fist shape. And then what I like you to do is flick your fingers forward, so flicking them under the thumbs. You want to really get that resistance going. Just keep it going, flicking a little bit faster. Try to keep your shoulders relaxed. It won't feel like much to start, but as we keep going, you'll start to feel some heat building up in the wrists and the forearms. So we'll be spending a bit of time on the wrists, on the hands today. So this wakes up the strength of the forearms to protect our wrists. So keep it going, maybe even going a little bit faster. I don't know about you, but I'm starting to feel it here. Try to keep going fast, but eventually it might start to slow down as you really start to bring that blood into your forearms. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, shake it out. Shake your hands. And then reach your right hand forwards. Grab the right pinky and just bend the right pinky towards the floor. Then the ring finger, so we'll stretch into the forearms again. Middle finger bends, just gently pull it down. Pointer finger, and then thumb. And then left hand, grab the pinky, gently bring it down. Ring finger, middle finger, pointer, and then thumb. And then make a fist, both hands, just clasp the hands together and just kind of roll it around any which way. And then downward facing dog. And forwards, planting your hands on the floor, lifting your hips up and back. Maybe pedaling the heels, swaying the hips any amount. And step your feet wide to the edges of the mat. and then step them forwards a step or two. So a really short and wide downward facing dog. You'll take your left hand, grab the outside of the right leg, anywhere on the leg, and just gently pull your body to the right. You might turn to look under the right arm. And switch. Left hand goes down. Right arm reaches the outside of the left leg, and you twist, look under the left arm. And release your right hand, reset your downward dog. Reach the right leg up and back, take a breath in. Breath out, step the right foot forwards. You're in a runner's lunge. So hands frame the right foot. You might grab blocks here under your hands. Take an inhale. And exhale, we'll lengthen the right leg, shift your hips up and back. 2 more, right knee bends, inhale. And lengthen on your exhale. Runner's lunge, breath in. Pyramid pose, breath out. Runner's lunge, take a breath in, look forwards. Step forwards, cross your left ankle behind the right. Left ankle crosses behind the right. Now this will shorten your forward fold a bit, so you might want to grab a block here. In fact, this first round, let's all grab a block under our hands. And then take the block, walk it to the right. So off the mat, onto the floor. And then gently move the left hip back. So we're getting a stretch along the outside of the left leg. Leave the block where it is. Walk your hands back forwards, round your way up to standing, squeezing the legs together. Inhaling, arms rise at the top. On your exhale, grab the left wrist, take a side bend. Left wrist, side bend. Inhale, lift back up to center. Exhale, hands to heart center, fold forwards, fold all the way down. Left foot steps back, inhale. Right to down dog on your exhale. Left leg lifts up and back. Left foot steps forwards, runner's lunge, grab your blocks. Take a breath in. And breath out, fold. 2 more, inhale. Send it back, exhale. Runner's lunge, last one. Lengthen the left leg. Bend the left knee, inhale. Step forward, right ankle crosses behind the left. Right ankle crosses behind the left. Grab a block and take it to the left with you. So twist to the left, hands on the block, pull your right hip back. Crawl your hands back to center. Round your way up to standing, slowly. Inhaling at the top, arms rise. Exhale, grab the right wrist, side bend. Lift up and over that left hip. Inhale to lift. Exhale, fold, hinge at the waist. Step your right foot back, inhale. Downward facing dog is your exhale. Right leg lifts, inhale. Step it forwards, exhale. Lift your chest, inhale. Exhale, fold forwards. Breath in, bend the right knee. Breath out, twist. Right arm reaches up. Lift your right arm up higher, push the left heel back. All right, listen carefully. On your inhale, reach your right arm towards the back of the mat. Spin onto the outside of the left foot and sink your hips down. We'll pulse that 2 more times. Inhale, back to your twist. Come onto your left toes. Reach it towards the back of the room. Spin onto the outside of the left foot. So we're getting a stretch here on the right hip. 1 more. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, reach back. Lower the hips. Inhale, reach all the way up and over. Come to your runner's lunge. Look forwards. Step forwards, left foot behind the right. Round your way up to standing. Stand all the way up. Arms rise. Inhale. Grab the left wrist, side bend. Lift to the center. Inhale. Fold all the way down. Exhale. Left foot steps back. Runner's lunge. Downward dog. Exhale. This time shift forwards to a plank pose. Take a breath in and reach the heart forwards. And then exhale, resist the floor as you lower all the way down to your belly. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Baby cobra, heart reaches forwards. And exhale, let it go. 2 more like that, warming up, little back bend, shoulders lift and lower away from the ears. And then exhale. 1 more, heart forwards, pull the shoulder blades together, get a little bit lighter in your hands. And then exhale, let it go. Tuck your toes, find your way to down dog. You might push through a plank pose. Left leg lifts, inhale. Left foot steps forwards, exhale. 1 time, inhale. Lengthen the left leg. Take a breath in, runner's lunge. Breath out, twist, left arm up, left arm up. On your inhale, reach your left arm towards the back of your mat. Spin onto the outside of the right foot and lower your hips. Inhale, back to your twist, onto the right toes. Exhale, lower the hips, come onto the outside of the right foot, reach back. 1 more, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, left arm all the way up and over the ear, runner's lunge. Exhale, right foot crosses behind the left, fold. Round your way up to standing, squeeze the legs together, inhaling at the top. Grab the right wrist, side bend. Inhale, you lift. Exhale, hinge at the waist, fold. Step the right foot back, runner's lunge. Downward facing dog, step back. Shift forwards, high plank, inhale. Resist the floor, lower all the way down to your belly. Lift baby cobra, heart forwards, hover the hands. So hover the hands 1 inch off of the mat. This time, reach your hands all the way straight up to the front of the room or front of your mat. Take a breath in. Breath out, bend your elbows, hug your elbows, squeeze them into your sides. It's like a lat pull down. We'll do 5 more. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, pull it down, bring the shoulder blades together. Inhale, reach. Exhale. 3 more, reach up. And bring it down. 2 more, inhale. Exhale, pull. Last one, reach up. Bend the elbows, hug them into your side, take your hands to the floor, push yourself up to an upward facing dog or stay in cobra pose. Downward facing dog. Right leg lifts up and back, take a breath in. Breath out, step forwards, runner's lunge. Inhale. 1 time, exhale, shift back. Runner's lunge, inhale. Twist as your exhale, right arm up. So you'll either stay here in your twist and you'll do the same 3 that we did before, or you'll step back, side plank. Right foot steps back over the left. Lower your hips, reach your right arm back. Lift the hips, reach up. 2 more, lower, reach back. Push into your left shoulder, use the obliques, lift. 1 more. And lift, right arm all the way over your ear, right foot steps forwards. Left foot behind the right. Round your way up to standing. Both arms rise. Grab the right wrist, side bend. Inhale through center. Exhale, hinge, fold at the waist. Step your left foot back, runner's lunge. Downward facing dog, hips up and back. High plank, shift forwards, heart forwards. This time chaturanga, lower halfway. Up dog, inhale. Downward facing dog is your exhale. Left leg lifts, inhale. Step forwards, runner's lunge. Take a breath in. And breath out, lengthen the left leg. Runner's lunge, inhale. Twist, exhale. Push your right hand down as you lift the left arm up. So same thing here, you can either stay in your twist and do what we did the first time, or you step the left foot back. Lower the hips, reach towards the back of the mat. Inhale, lift the hips, reach straight up. 2 more, lower. Use those right obliques, lift. 1 more, reach back. Reach up, left arm over your ear, step the left foot forwards. Right foot crosses behind the left, fold. Round your way up to standing. At the top, you inhale. Grab the left wrist, side bend, exhale. Lift up, inhale. Exhale, hinge at the waist, fold. Step the right foot back, runner's lunge. Downward facing dog, hips up and back. High plank pose, inhale. Chaturanga, squeeze the elbows in, don't chicken wing the arms. Upward facing, downward facing. Big breath in through your nose. Big breath out your mouth. Shift forwards, tap your knees down, come into a child's pose, so hips back towards your heels. Reach the arms forwards. And then crawl both of your hands to the right. Reach to the left fingertips, side body stretch for the left side. Gently pull the left hip back. And then come back to center and take it to the other side. Walk both hands to the left. And come back to center. And then downward facing dog, hips go up and back. Let's keep it moving. Right leg goes up and back. Take a breath in. Right knee, right tricep this time. Tap the back of your right arm if you can. Shoot it up and back, three-legged dog. And then we twist, right knee towards the left tricep. Now it doesn't have to touch. And what I want you to avoid is sinking the right shoulder down so you can twist. I want your upper body in plank pose. Right leg goes up and back. Big breath in. Step it forwards, runner's lunge. This time take an inhale here. Exhale, left hand down, right arm lifts. You're gonna twist. Get a little bit lighter in that left hand, but reach up higher with the right fingertips. And then you're going to stand all the way up, keeping the arms open. So use those obliques to lift. Right arm back, left arm forwards. Option to reverse it, either take your right hand to the low back or maybe to the back of the left leg. You tilt up and back and you lengthen this whole left side of your body. Keep the left side of your waist long as you come into a twist. Left elbow outside right thigh. Push your palms to touch. As you press your hands together, lift the chest. Take one more breath in. Breath out, runner's lunge twist. So left hand down, right arm up. We were just here a moment ago. And then swing your right arm over your ear, take a breath in. Breath out, turn to the left for your straddle, right toes in. Right hand down, left arm lifts. So you're twisting towards the back of the mat. Right hand is on the floor, could also be on a block. Left arm is up over your ear. Take an inhale. Exhale, left hand comes down, fold forwards. Take both hands to your hips, lift halfway, flat back. Then on your exhale, hinge at the waist, stand up. This is where we fix our pants. Right toes turn forwards, warrior two. Reach the arms apart. See if you can bend a little bit deeper in that right leg, but this left foot seals down. Reverse it, go up and back. Big breath in. Side angle, right elbow, right thigh. Left arm over your ear. If you like it, you can take your right hand down to the floor to a block to get a little bit deeper into the hips. Steady your breath. Reverse it, go up and back, straighten the right leg as you lift. And then come to the top of your triangle pose, so split the arms open. You might heel toe the back foot closer. On your breath in, the left hips shoot back. You reach the right hand forwards. Right side of your waist is super long. Keep that length, right hand down to a block, to your ankle, or to a shin. As you puff up the heart, push the chest forward, the left arm lifts. And you try not to dump all of your weight in this right hand. You're using the obliques to lift. Steady your breath. Reach the right arm under your ear. Reach the left arm over your ear. Take an inhale. Exhale, turn to face the floor. Step your left foot a little bit wider and a little bit just a touch closer for pyramid pose. So you fold over the right leg and you have your blocks if you want to bring the floor closer to you. Let your head bow. Option to stay right here in pyramid pose, or you could flip up the left heel and come into a standing split, folding over the right leg. Step your left toes all the way back to a runner's lunge. Plant your palms, right leg goes up and back, take a breath in. Twist, right knee, left tricep. Keep the heart reaching forwards, try not to collapse the right shoulder. This time you straighten the right leg, shoot it out to the left. Spin the left heel down, left arm lifts, fall in triangle. Push into this right hand. Puff up the chest, press it forwards. Maybe the right leg lifts. Left hand comes down, downward facing dog. If you want a chaturanga, you take it. If you don't, you skip it. Second side, left leg lifts. Left knee, left tricep, tap it. Go up and back, big breath in. Twist, left knee, right tricep, but keep looking forwards. Inhale, go up and back. Exhale, step forwards, runner's lunge. So breath in here. Twist, lift your left arm straight up. Push the right heel back, straighten the right leg, and take some weight out of the right hand. Keep the arms open, use your obliques, lift up, left arm guides you up, open twist. Option to reverse it, left hand to your low back, maybe the back of the right thigh, you tilt. Keep the right side of your waist long as you come forwards, right elbow crosses, and you push your palms together. One more inhale. Runner's lunge twist, right hand down inside the left foot, left arm rises. Breath in. Breath out, turn to your straddle, right into your twist. Left hand down, right arm up. Straddle twist. Left hand on the floor, right arm reaches, left hand could be on a block or the fingertips are tented. See if you can lengthen the spine here. One more inhale. Right hand down, exhale, fold forwards. Hands to your hips, lift halfway, and then stand all the way up. I'm gonna turn to face you. Warrior two, left toes forwards, open the arms. Reverse, inhale. Side angle, exhale, left elbow, left thigh, spin the right arm over your ear. Left hand could be on the floor on a block if you want this a little bit deeper today. Reverse it, straighten the left leg. And then come to the top of a triangle pose. You might heel toe the right foot in one time. As you lean forwards, this right hip shoots back. Keep the left side of your waist long as you bring your left hand down, right arm lifts. And you're not dumping all of your weight onto the left hand. In fact, you're lifting some weight out of it by reaching the right hand up, just as you would in a side plank. Left arm under the ear, right arm over the ear, breath in, and breath out, spin to face the floor. Pyramid pose, so right foot steps a little bit wider. Right heel spins down and you fold over the left leg. Think of moving the left hip back a little bit here, right hip forwards. Option to flip up the right heel, come into a standing split, you fold over the left leg. Keep lifting that left hip up by pushing the left heel into the floor. We'll all step the right toes all the way back to a runner's lunge, hands frame the left foot. Left leg goes up and back, inhale. Twist it, left knee, right tricep, but keep looking forwards. And then straighten the left leg, bring it down to the floor, spin the right heel down, right arm rises, fall in triangle. Try to lift your hips higher. Again, draw some weight out of that left wrist by reaching the right arm up. Maybe the left foot lifts. Come back to your down dog. Option for chaturanga or you skip it. Get your feet together. Inhale, lift your heels, lift your hips. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward, step or hop your feet top of the mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, sit your butt all the way down, come onto your back. Legs lift to reverse tabletop. So shins are parallel to the floor. And then lift your chest up, take your hands behind your ears. So hands aren't tugging on the neck, they're just gently supporting the head so the head can relax. Take a breath in. Breath out as you twist to the right, lift your chest, straighten the left leg, lift your heart higher. We're gonna do these really slow. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, twist to the left, straighten your right leg. Can you lift even higher? Come back to center. Twist to the right. Can you lift the right shoulder blade off the floor? Come back to center. Twist to the left. Can you lift the left shoulder blade off the floor? Back to center. Twist to the right, lift higher. Twist even deeper, get your left elbow outside the right knee. Come back to center. One more twist to the left. Lift even higher and then twist even deeper. Come back to center. Pause, come onto your back. Let your head come down, hug your knees in. And then cross the right leg over the left. It could just be one cross, or you could take eagle legs. And then lift your chest up, reach your hands to the right, make a pointer with the pointer fingers as you clasp your hands. We're going to pulse up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come onto your back, switch the cross of the legs. Little break here as we switch sides, left leg over the right. Lift up, this is the last thing we'll do. Twist to the left, make a pointer with your hands, pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come onto your back, uncross the legs. Plant your feet wide on the floor, just like we did at the beginning. You'll sway your knees side to side. And then you'll find your way to a forward fold. So hugging your knees in, rocking and rolling. You might try to come to a forward fold without using your hands. Chair pose, bend your knees, hips go back, arms rise. Hands to heart center, take a breath in. Breath out, twist to the right. So left elbow outside, right thigh, push your palms together. And then as you push your hands, try to find a back bend in the chest. So you're lifting your heart even more. That'll get you deeper in the twist. Now slowly lower your hips towards your heels. Your heels will need to pop up. My knees just popped. And then split the arms open. Left hand down, right arm rises. Really deep in the twist. Now look to the right. Take your right hand down on the floor. Your fingertips will face the right side of your mat. Spin your left hand to match the right fingertips. So your hands should be shoulders width, no wider, no narrow. The fingers, all 10 fingers pointing in the same direction, I suppose, except for your thumbs, of course. And then work this right leg up higher on the right shoulder. Look ahead of the fingertips. Think of coming into chaturanga, squeeze the legs together. As you shift into your hands, you bend the elbows and the legs lift. This is side crow. Feet come down, we fold forwards. Shake the knees out. We'll do the second side. Chair pose. Hands to heart center, breath in. Twist to the left on your breath out. Wiggle that right shoulder really deep outside the left thigh. And then as you push into your hands, think of lifting your chest up towards your thumbs. So ideally your thumbs are at the center of your heart. Keep the twist. Pop up your heels, lower the hips towards your heels. So you're getting really deep. And then you open your arms, right arm down, left arm rises. You could stay here, or you take your left hand down. It'll be just about in line with the hips, the left hand. And the right fingertips need to spin in. So all your fingers are facing the same direction. You wiggle the left knee up a little bit higher if you can. And then you have to look forward. So look to the top of your mat. Shift to the left. As you shift forwards, you bend the elbows. No chicken wing arms. So the elbows squeeze in and then you lift the legs, side curl. And then we fold forwards. Flat back, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Push the feet down, stand up, arms rise. Exhale, forward fold. Flat back again, inhale. Exhale, plant your palms, find your way back to down dog. You could take a chaturanga, or it might be a good time to take a break from chaturanga as well. Right leg lifts, inhale. Right knee taps the right tricep. Send it back, inhale. Twist, right knee left. Up and back, inhale. Right foot steps forwards, runner's lunge, take a breath in. Breath out, twist, left arm down, right arm up. We've done this before. Reaching with your right hand, lift yourself up, open twist. Option 2, reverse it, right hand to the left leg or the low back. And then left elbow crosses. Find your prayer hands, push into the hands, lift the chest. Take an inhale. Exhale, back to your runner's lunge twist. Left hand inside the right foot. Right arm over your ear, breath in. Breath out, turn to your straddle. This time, grab the left leg with the right hand. So deeper in your twist. Right hand grabs the left leg. Left arm reaches up towards the ceiling. Now stay in your twist. We're gonna make an X with the arms. Left arm goes over the right. It grabs the opposite leg. You might need to wiggle your feet closer together for this to work, and that's fine. And then relax your neck. It's almost like you're trying to pull your legs closer together, but then your legs are resisting or pushing out. Now complete the wrap in the arms, eagle arms. Just wrap the forearms together as you release the legs. Lift halfway, breath in. Stand up, breath out. So we've got eagle arms in our straddle. Turn your right toes forwards, warrior 2 with eagle arms. Keep the eagle arms, inhale like you're reversing it, and then on your exhale, you'll circle down inside the right leg and lift back up. One more time, circle back, down, forwards. As you come up, release the arms, reverse it, inhale. Side angle, exhale. Right elbow on the right thigh or to the floor. Left arm this time, half bind it. Wrap the left arm behind the low back. And then lean that left shoulder back and open. Keep the half bind, reverse it, straighten the right leg. And then triangle pose, keeping the half bind, heel toe the left foot in. Left hip goes back, right hand down. Lean back, lower the left shoulder away from your ear. And then slowly release the half bind, left arm straight up. Right arm goes under, left arm over, inhale. Exhale, turn to face the floor, pyramid pose. So left foot steps a little bit wider as you fold over the right leg. Now it's gonna get a little funky here. So keep your ears open. You're gonna grab your block or whatever you're using. The highest height you can get it. You can always adjust lower if you find out that you need to in a little bit. You'll take your left hand to the block. Right fingers to your right hip crease. Inhale for a flat back, lengthen halfway. And then exhale, you twist to the right. As you move the right hip back, you turn your chest to the right. I'll try to face you. Maybe you reach the right arm up. And you'll either stay here or some of you will walk the block further forwards. You'll bend into the right knee, revolved half moon, left leg lifts. Now we're going to stand up with this shape. So push into your right leg, Bend the left knee, pull it in, stand up, right arm back, left arm forwards. Do we all make it? So we're gonna wind up in an eagle. Left leg over, woo, right arm goes under. Left leg over, right arm under. Bend the knees. Try not to stick out the butt. Try to scoop the tailbone underneath you, get your shoulders over the hips, sit a little bit lower. Release the eagle arms, hands to prayer. Unwrap that left leg. Take figure 4. Left ankle over right thigh, send your hips back. Now we stand up. Left knee comes in. Stay with me. Right hand grabs the outside of the left knee. Left arm reaches back. You're in a standing twist. Some of you, if you like, could grab the left foot, straighten it. Left leg steps all the way back, warrior 1. I know, I told you it would get complicated and funky, but we're here, we made it. Take a breath in, breath out, interlace your hands at the base of the spine. Lift your chest, inhale. Humble warrior, exhale. Fold forwards. Reach the heart forwards, lift the shoulders out of your ears. Take one more inhale. Exhale, hands to the floor, runner's lunge. Right leg goes up and back, down dog split. Twist, right knee, left tricep. Now, instead of straightening the right leg this time, just tap the right toes down. And then you can lower the left knee for a moment, and I want you to think of getting really deep into this twist. So work the right elbow, or the left elbow, higher up on the right knee. Tuck the left toes, lift the left knee back up. Shift forward, so we're working into scissors, arm balance, flying scissors. If you'd rather practice another side crow, you could step your feet together. For scissors, this left leg goes back. It's the same action in the chest. Chaturanga, you shift forwards, bend the elbows, push your hands down, lifting the left toes, straightening the right leg. Eventually we forward fold. Top of the mat, forward fold. If you're still working, you can take a few minutes to work on that. Flat back, inhale. Exhale, fold. Step back to down dog, maybe a chaturanga. Left leg lifts, inhale. Left knee, left tricep. Shoot it back, straight back. Left knee, right, twist. Send it back, inhale. Step it forwards, runner's lunge. Take a breath in. Breath out for your twist, left arm up. This is the part we know. Use the left hand to guide you as you stand up. Good. Reverse it maybe. Inhale, up and back. Twist, right elbow outside left thigh. Push the palms together. One more inhale. Exhale, right hand inside the left foot. Left arm goes back up. Breath in. Breath out, turn all the way to the right. Grab your right leg with your left hand. Grab your right leg with your left hand. Right arm reaches up. And then we cross it. Right arm over the left. Make that X. Pause here, let your head hang. And then release your legs with your hands. Complete the wrap. Right arm should be over for eagle arms. Lift halfway, inhale. Stand all the way up, exhale. Left toes forwards, find warrior 2 in the legs. Lean back like you're reversing it, inhale. Exhale, you circle down towards the floor. Right up inside the left knee. One more, inhale. Exhale, circle it down. Inhale as you come up, unwind the arms, reverse. Exhale, side angle. This time with a half bind. Right arm goes around the low back. Keep the half bind, reverse it, straighten the left leg. And then triangle pose with a half bind. Lean forwards, left hand down. And instead of letting the right shoulder turn to face the floor, see if you can lean back, lift the right shoulder open. Noticing the center of the chest, poofing it forwards. Release the half bind, right arm up. Left arm under. Right arm over, breath in. Breath out, turn to the floor. So set up your pyramid pose. And then grab your block. Highest height inside the left foot, unless you determined on the first side that, whatever height you want to use. Right hand on the block, left hand to your left hip. Lengthen the spine, heart goes forwards, inhale. Keep this length, twist to the left. Moving this left hip back. That's what I'm doing here. I'm gently pulling the left hip back so I can twist. And then this right foot, I'm pushing it down. And then maybe I lift my left arm. Still moving the left hip back. And then reaching the spine forwards. Maybe I pick up the block, I step it forwards. Bend into my left knee, revolved half moon, I float the right leg up. And then I twist the chest even more. Now we're all gonna stand up, keeping this shape. So keeping the arms open, let the left arm guide you. Right knee comes in. Ooh, stand up. And then eagle, right leg over, left arm under. Right leg over, left arm under. Sink the hips. Pull the belly button in as you tilt the tailbone down. Slowly unwind it. We'll find figure four. Hands to heart center, right ankle over left thigh. And it's like chair pose, so you send the hips back. You stretch the heart forwards. Stand back up, right knee in, almost there. Grab the outside of the right foot with the left hand or the outside of the knee. Right arm goes back. So we're twisting, right arm goes back. You're either grabbing the knee or you're lengthening the leg. Step back, warrior one. Right heel spins down, both arms rise. Take an inhale. Exhale, hands to the low back. Lift the heart, big breath in. Bow forwards, humble warrior. One more inhale. And exhale, release your hands, flip up the right heel. Left leg goes up and back. Twist it. Left knee, right tricep. Once you get here, you tap the left toes down. So we're working into either the twisted scissors or side crow. Side crow is the same thing as twisted scissors. You just straighten your legs when you get there. So you've got your hands down. You're working this left knee up as high as you can get it outside your right tricep. You pick up the right toes, you push the right leg back, or you step the right foot in. Keep the elbows in tight, like chaturanga, no chicken wing arms. Lean forwards, look forwards. As you lean forwards, you lift the right leg, you lift the left toes, you straighten the legs. Maybe you bring the legs together, straighten them, lift the leg, any number of funky things. And then we fold forwards. If you're still working, that's fine. If you're in a forward fold, brief wrist opening, flip the palms face up and slide the fingers underneath your feet. Bend your knees, you can get the whole hand under each feet, and then wiggle the toes around. Give yourself a little massage here. Relax your head, maybe nod your head, yes and no. Release your hands. Lift halfway, flat back, inhale. Exhale, forward fold, and just tap the knees down. Let's grab some water. And then come to a seat and straighten let's straighten the left leg. Straighten the left leg, bring the right foot in. Janushirshasana. Left hand to your left foot, right hand over your ear, side bend. Let your left ear drop to your left shoulder. And find a little bit of a lift in the right side of your chest, turning the right side of your heart towards the ceiling. And then come back up to your seat. Step your right foot down and then cross the right foot outside the left leg. Your left leg is straight right here. You can either keep it straight or you'll bend the left knee, scoop it underneath you. So in this kind of a pretzel shape. And we'll twist to the right, so your right hand will come behind you. You could stay here hugging the knee in, or you take the left elbow, you plug it outside the right leg and you twist. We're thinking length in the spine, so as you inhale, you lift, and as you exhale, you keep the lift, you twist a little bit deeper. Now I've got one more chance here. If you want to practice your side crow or your fallen, what is it called? Twisted scissors. Twisted scissors arm balance is what we were doing. You can also come into it here in this twist. I think it's a little bit harder to get into in this twist because your legs are all kind of wrapped up, but I'll show you, you can give it a shot. So same thing, you really want to get for side crow and twisted scissors, you want to get as deep as you can so this knee is up pretty high on the shoulder, just like it would be in regular crow pose. And then you lean to the right, you place your hands down, shoulders width. Then I gotta pick my hips up. I push in my hands, I lift my hips. This left foot's kind of in the way, so I'm gonna wiggle it out. Now I'm really deep in the twist. I lean forwards and I lift my legs. I'm in kind of a funky cross-legged crow pose, side crow. I could straighten my legs, come into twisted scissors. Once you've had enough, you'll come back onto your back. We'll switch sides. Right leg forwards this time, left knee bends. Right hand to right foot, left arm over the ear. Let your right ear drop. Come back up to your seat. Step the left foot down and then cross the left foot over the right leg. And if you did so on the first side, you might bend the right knee, scoop it underneath you. This will just get you a little bit deeper in the twist. And then we turn to the left. You lift the heart, you either hug the right knee in or right elbow outside the left leg. And with every breath, we deepen the twist. So as we inhale, we lift. As we exhale, we twist even deeper. If you're moving forwards, you want to play with the arm balance. You work the left knee up higher on this right arm. So see how deep I'm in this twist. My legs are going this way, and my chest is going this way. And then I lean forwards, I plant my hands down, I make sure they're not too wide, I make sure they're not too narrow. They're parallel, fingers pointing in the same direction. First step is to lift the hips. So that's kind of the tricky part, is getting your legs out of the way. You lift the hips, you start to lean forwards, pushing into my hands, finding chaturanga. My legs are all twisted. I could straighten them for twisted scissors. Regular side crow, twisted scissors, same thing, just straighten legs or bent knees. I see some of you working on it. It's really tough from the twist, from the seated twist, but you have the benefit of starting off in a deeper twist. So harder and easier, same time. Let's uncross the legs. Come to kneeling. I want to get into the wrists a little bit. So with your hands on the floor, turn your fingertips to face you. This is just like we did in our cat-cow way at the beginning of class. With your fingertips to face your knees, just shift side to side, front to back. So the more you shift back, the more you'll get a stretch in the forearms. I like to wiggle a little bit side to side as well. And then to come out, you'll shift forwards. Flip the palms face up. So fingertips face the same way they were facing, either towards your knees or towards each other. And then the same thing, you shift back. Try to keep the elbows straight if you can. Try not to let them bend. You'll get a better stretch if they're straight. This one tends to be a little bit more intense, so just be gentle. Side to side, front to back. And then with your palms face up, just open and close the fingers a few times. Open and close the wrists. To come out, you'll come forwards. Sit back on your heels. Make like a surfer dude shape with the hands. Surfer dude mudra, and shake it out. So we've done a ton of outer hip opening here. I want to make sure we get into the inner hips as well. So we're going to take frog. So what I'm going to show you is by flipping my mat over to cushion my knees. You could also use pillows under your knees as well if you've got sensitive knees. I'm just going to flip my mat over. And the key thing here, before you come into it, if you have to go, Clara, it was nice to see you. Bye. The key thing here as you come forwards is to, how's the best way to show you? Let's try it this way. So you come forwards, you split the knees open, kind of as wide as you can get them. Cool. And then you want to make sure you have a 90-degree angle between your hips, your knees, and your ankles. So I'll show you this way as well. 90-degree angle here. Angle. Hips, knees, ankles. Now, when you've got that, I'm going to make sure I have a block handy because I'm probably going to need one. Knees are as wide as you can get them. Keep your hips in line with the knees. You walk your hands forwards. You melt your chest down. And I have this block for my head because my head doesn't always hit the floor. You also put it under your chest. Let your chest sit on the block. Some of you may not need a block. The goal is to get as deep into your hips as you can using the weight of your body. So see if you can relax. I know this can be really intense, and sometimes, especially for hip stretches, when it gets intense, our reaction is to tense up in response to that. But ideally what you want to do is soften. The more you can soften, the deeper you'll get. And you might even find that the longer you're here, you're able to maybe widen the knees a little bit more, or even walk your hands further forwards, eventually letting your chest come down. Try not to put pressure on yourself or how deep you can get. It's not a competition. It's just come out. You'll slowly start to walk your hands back, prop up your chest. Gently bring the knees all the way together, and just for a moment, we'll take child's pose with knees together. So send your hips back and pause here in a child's pose. And then come back up. I'm going to flip my mat back over. We'll be coming onto the back, taking a few back bends. So come onto your back, plant your feet. If you know that you're going to want a supported bridge here, you might grab a pillow and take it with you. Either setting up a supported bridge, sliding a block or a pillow under your low back to support your hips. Or setting up traditional bridge pose. Make sure your heels are close enough that you can touch them. You'll push into the bottoms of your feet and the backs of your arms, lifting your hips. Thinking more about length than lift here. So pushing the knees forwards and reaching the heart back. Not so much pressing the hips up as high as they'll go. If you want to get a little bit deeper, you might roll your shoulders underneath you and clasp your hands. And as you're ready, you'll release your hips down to the floor. Heel toe your feet wide. Knock your knees into touch. Maybe swaying the knees a few times, just like we've done already a few times in class. We'll take 2 more back bends. So reset your feet, hips width. Setting up another bridge pose or supported bridge, lifting your hips. If you enjoy wheel pose, just being mindful of your wrists, since we have spent a bunch of time on our wrists this afternoon. You'll take your hands on either side of your ears, fingertips face your shoulders, hug your elbows in slightly like chaturanga. If you're new to wheel, you could push to the top of your head first, and then maybe straightening your arms, lifting the hips. Same thing, extending the knees towards the front of the room, or the front of your mat, and reaching the chest towards the back of the mat. Taking 1 more inhale, and exhale, coming back down. Unless you're in a supported bridge, you can stay where you are. Once you find your way back onto your back, this time let's take Supta Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet together, knees open wide. And then 1 final back bend. Your choice, supported bridge, bridge, wheel, camel, really any back bend that you like. And if you always just kind of naturally come up into whatever back bend you always come into, like wheel, maybe you pause for a moment this time and just notice what you actually want to do in this moment. Is it the same routine that you always do? Or can you give yourself some freedom to do something different? What do you actually want really in this moment? Eventually, once you've had enough, you'll place your feet on the floor and take, again, either feet wide, knees touch, or feet together, knees wide, really whatever it is that would feel best on your body. And then from here, we'll take happy baby. So lift your knees into your chest, reach your hands inside your knees, wrap them over the outsides of your feet. Thinking of bending your knees towards your shoulders, pressing the bottoms of your feet up towards the ceiling. And feel free to freestyle a little bit here. Maybe you straighten and bend your knees. Maybe you take half happy on each side. This will be our last pose. Just doing whatever it is that your body needs to complete your practice. Maybe it's not happy baby, maybe it's something else. And whenever you've had enough, you'll straighten your legs forwards. If you have tension in the low back, you might place a pillow or a block under each knee. Turn your palms face up on either side of you and lift your shoulders underneath you just a little bit to lift the chest, lengthening the back of your neck. Let your hips get heavier. Maybe you grab a shirt or a towel, drape it over your eyes to block out the light. And we'll spend a few moments here just resting in peace. Take an inhale, big inhale through your nose, fill up all the way. And gently let it go. Shavasana. Begin to come back to your body. Come back to your breath. Place one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. We're just noticing again the sensation of your breath. How it moves naturally throughout the body. And then how you can use this breath as a tool to find calm by lengthening, deepening the breath. Reach your arms up overhead. Stretch the legs forwards, full body stretch. And then hug the knees into your chest. And find your way to a tall seat. Try to keep your eyes closed. One last moment of peace right here with each other. And try not to rush out of it so quickly. Let it savor for a little bit longer. Lifting your hands up to the center of your heart. And lifting your hands up to the thumbs up to the center of your forehead. Sending gratitude to each other for coming to practice together this afternoon. We'll bow and say namaste. Thank you.